Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are live.
We are. Are you sure?
I am sure.
Okay.
I am sure. We are live at 9:01. We're going to have to change our
9:01.
logo.
Well, welcome everybody to the Good News live at 9:01 on Facebook and available later on our YouTube channel. Please be sure to comment in the chat. This is a presentation of the Allen Park Presbyterian Church. I'm Suzan Maxey. I'm an elder at the church, and my co-host is
Kerri, and I work at the church. It is Friday. I'm a deacon and a whole lot of other things, I suppose. And we welcome you to our show this morning. We're very happy you've joined us. Let's see who we have in the chat. Suzanne. Oh, good morning, Norma Bentley. Long time no see. We do grief share on Thursday evenings together. Hi, Linda Wolf. I have a question for you. Pastor Tim is watching. Hello, Pastor Tim. Hi, dear. Yeah. Yes. Sue, if you want to take down the graphic, so they can see us. I think we're ready to be seen. Suzanne and I were laughing because we go through this whole rendition before we go live, clearing our throats and someday we're going to record that for you. And Suzanne reminded me we probably already have, but that's okay. We don't mind. Hi, Judy Hatch. It's good to see you. So, Sue, it's May 6th. I had to ask Alexa what the date was, and then I remembered yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, or Cinco de Miles. We have a baby in the church that is being baptized tomorrow, and he was born on May 5th. His name is Miles, so we were kind of laughing about Cinco de Miles. I think that's cute. And then we have Pastor Tim's joke about Cinco de Mayo. So I don't know about you, but I didn't even eat Mexican food yesterday, Suzanne.
I didn't either.
I feel like I need to make up for that. Mexican food is definitely my favorite, but that's okay because the weekend is almost here, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, so I just lost
a dreary day today too in Southeast Michigan, but it's still a day the Lord's made, so let us rejoice and be glad in it, right?
Absolutely. And I don't know where my script is right now, Suzanne, so you're gonna have to guide me along the way.
Well, we're hosting lunches for our friends at the ChristNet Warming Center on Saturday, May 14th, and Sunday, May 22nd, and Tuesday, May 31. And we will need your help filling these lunch bags. So donations can be dropped off at Linda Wolf's house, which is preferred, or in the church office. So contact Linda Wolf or you if you have any questions.
Yes, and we will be sharing our Sign Up Genius link. I am going to contact Linda. A few people have asked me if she needs help packing the lunches, so I will get that answer and post it and respond to the person or two who has asked me that question, because we always like help. Hi, Bob Ando. It's good to see you. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, everyone. I can't see the chat, so Kerri says hi to everybody, but I'm here. I want to say hi too.
Well, we're limited on our capabilities, Sue. I'm without a script and you're without the chat, so we're just gonna be the team that we are and work together, right?
We're gonna babble along. Okay.
Yes, we will. So what other announcements do we have? We have Mother's Day and baptism, along with a great worship service planned. It is a great worship service. There is a lot of great special music. Thrive Band is playing. There's some wonderful hymns. So it's going to be a great Mother's Day service.
Absolutely. Also, our 90th anniversary, which really was in March, but we're going to celebrate it on June 5th. It is picnic, and we're inviting the neighborhood. And we're also compiling memories. So get those memories into the church office or email to Mary Lou Provo, and we will read one at the end of this broadcast.
Yes, we have little snippets that Mary Lou has provided us to read every week. So we're really excited about that. And have you gotten your memories in yet, Sue?
I have.
You have?
I have.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, no.
I did not wait to the last minute. I know that shocks everybody, but I
That
did
shock-
not wait to the last minute. Yay.
Wow, you heard it first here, because that shocks me. I better get my act together this weekend. I just don't know where to start. I've worked at the church for 20 years. I have a million memories. So I just need to whittle it down to like a 7-page document, right? Just joking. Just joking, Mary Lou, if you're watching.
Mine was 8, so you don't have to wait.
All right, let's see who else has joined us. Good morning, Sandy Sauerback, Judy Sutherland. We love you, Judy. You're in our prayers, of course. Ken Woods, happy Friday. Judy Martin, hi, Judy. Kevin Vaughn, good morning to all. So we probably should stop babbling and let our wonderful guests in. Who do we have today, Suzanne?
We have Fran Babbage and Cheryl Herman from the Allen Park Kiwanis. And Cheryl's a member of our church, so we all know her, but we're going to meet Fran.
All right. So without further ado, let's bring them into the meeting.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Got to hit the right button. That would help.
Give them a second to get organized. All right. Good morning, Cheryl and Fran.
Good morning. Good morning.
Such a pleasure to have you with us today.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like your Kiwanis background, Fran.
That gets rid of all my crap that's behind me.
We all have that problem, don't we?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So Kiwanis is obviously a well-known name and organization in Allen Park, but we're interested in learning a little bit more. I was doing some research, and it's an international or national organization, but it was founded in Detroit in 1915. That's interesting. And your chapter has been in existence since 1939, correct?
Correct.
All right, so you could be celebrating with us. We're celebrating our 90th.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
Yeah, so that chapter in Detroit, isn't it? They're called like number 1, aren't they?
Yeah, they're called Detroit #1 because they were the #1 club.
Yeah.
And we usually have a celebration. We used to have a birthday party every year, but now they're moving it to like every 3 or 4 years that we go and have a party there.
So Fran, do you want to tell them something more about the club?
Sure, I can do
Well,
that.
first of all, let me just say that Fran is a past governor of Michigan, Kiwanis, and past president of the Allen Park Kiwanis, and she's held many, I can't even list all the accolades and titles she's had for the group. But how long have you been in Kiwanis, Fran?
You know, I can't remember actually. I've been with Kiwanis since Dave joined. When Kiwanis first started, it was only a man's organization. And so
Wow.
the history of that, the ladies made a Kiwanian group, and we used to meet on their board meeting night and have dinner or talk with each other and do projects. And then when they let the women in about 25 years ago, we didn't want to join. We said, we don't want it. We've got our own group. So I didn't technically, I was part of Kiwanis all the time. Technically, I didn't join till my husband got up in office in Kiwanis. And then I thought, well, I better put my name. And so when I actually did get in Kiwanis, and then I became the president of Allen Park's Kiwanis, all the women came to my installation just to say, see, guy. And at the time, I was the only woman that joined. Now we have a few more of them that have joined.
Wow.
So we've been around.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to give a little bit of history of Kiwanis and what we do? And
Yes.
okay, like you said, it was founded in January of 1915 in Detroit. And right now we have over 8,000 clubs internationally, and we're in 85 nations and geographical areas. Each year, Kiwanis family of clubs devote more than 19 million hours to service, to strengthen communities, and to help children. Our motto has been adopted now is serving the children of the world. Our Kiwanis mission in this is Kiwanis, and this is our elevator speech. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child, one community at a time. if you ask most Kiwanis members, that's what they'll give you as what Kiwanis is. We drill that into them. When I was governor last year, I went on more what the mission statement was. And what their mission statement is that Kiwanis will be a positive influence in communities worldwide so that one day all children will wake up in communities that believe in them, nurture them, and provide the support they need to thrive. So our group is definitely a children's, towards children. Through service projects, Kiwanis members have improved the community. They've made lifelong friends, but most importantly, they help the children. Kiwanis International has 3 adult clubs for adults. Obviously, Kiwanis, which is for most members. Then Action Club, and it's a community service club for adults with disability. It provides members with opportunities to become integrated into the community while developing initiative and leadership skills. The other club, third group, is called CKI, which is the college group. And they're the world's largest student-led collegiate service organization. They have clubs and colleges and universities in 17 nations all over the world. Then Kiwanis offers 3 youth programs. One is Key Club, Builders Club, and K Kids. Key Club is the one most people are, it's the oldest one. And in fact, they have more members than we do as Kiwanis. And it teaches leadership through service to others. Right now, Allen Park doesn't have a Kiwanis Key Club. We are sponsoring one in Taylor. Truthfully, what happened is we didn't have a sponsor, and then Rotary came in with the Interact Club, and they're really big at the high school. So we didn't want to compete with the kids on that. Then the Builders Club is for early teens, like middle school students. And it helps develop leadership skills, improves self-esteem, increases them to do civic engagements, and learn life skills through service. And then we have what's called the K Kids, and that's elementary school students. And they have an opportunity to work together on service projects, develop leadership, and create strong moral character. So those are our 3 children's ones. Then we have programs for students. And the programs are called Terrific Kids, Bring Up Grades, and Key Leader. Terrific Kids and Bring Up Grades both are for students from ages 6 to 12. They teach the children to plan, set goals, work with others, and celebrate success. We did have a couple of those going in Allen Park schools, the Terrific Kids, and then they'd have an assembly and give them prizes and stuff like that. The Bring Up Grades one, we haven't enacted in Allen Park, but we keep thinking it'd be a good one to do. It's just we have so few members right now, it's hard to spread ourselves thin and get all these things going. Then the last one is Key Leader. And that is a weekend where they go and they meet other kids and they teach them a retreat for teens on leadership. And we've had many parents say to us when it's a week-long project, when they come back, they say, what'd you do to our child? It's not the same child that left. All of a sudden they have these skills and that we never knew they had. And the kids really enjoy it. We have, because of COVID, we've had to do it virtually the last couple of years, but hopefully next year we'll be able to get back into that. And that's basically the overall of what Kiwanis is. Is there any questions on that part of our speech? Then we'll tell you about
one comment from a viewer, Judy Martin said, my husband, who is John A. Martin, was president of the Allen Park Kiwanis. They used to meet at our church.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we used to meet at your church. And the reason we stopped meeting at your church is you didn't have, we had Judge Portwright was one of our members, and he couldn't get downstairs you didn't have the elevator for him to get his wheelchair down. So that was why when we moved, that was one of the reasons they moved.
So maybe we should think about moving back.
yeah, we have an
elevator now.
We have an elevator.
Lots of room.
Yeah,
So
and we need to get our food catered in there. We have more problems finding a caterer to cater to us because we're such a small group now.
Yeah. So Fran, how many members do we have?
Right now, we only have 20.
20.
We only have 20 paid members. Active members, we have about 10. I mean, all of you know Art Hayes, he's 90 something. He doesn't come to our meetings. There's several of them that don't come to our meetings as much. So it's really like about 10 of us that are really active and help with the projects and things.
Dean Gedemy was one too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is honorary member. Well, he was lately. When he moved to the Commons, he dropped his membership as such. Yeah, he was a member. We had quite a few. Jerry Richards was a member and he was mayor. Trying to think who else of the citizens. I've been around Allen Park for 45 years, so it's been.
Margaret Pagnucco is a member, but right now, she's having some health issue concerns right now. So
John Graham's a member now. I'm trying to think who else goes to your church that's a member. Yeah.
Doug Pretty was, but he's not in our group anymore though, but.
Doug moved and they moved to Grand Rapids. But he still, he does a lot of things with us still though.
So what I'm thinking recruitment would be something we should talk about. When you join Kiwanis, I didn't know about all the different programs that you have. Do you join Kiwanis and then go into some of these groups, or can you just work in one of these groups? What's the best way to go about?
When you join Kiwanis, you can then become active and be a sponsor to some of the groups, or like if you wanted to be, say if we did a high school one again, we need one of our Kiwanis members to go in. They don't run it, but to be part of it, and to help them.
Like a liaison.
Yeah, but the Key Club, if we ever get a Key Club, they just join straight to Key Club and pay their dues to that. And other ones, but basically with Kiwanis, if you join, you can go into any of the programs. And what we do is we try to have people go to what they want to do, what they like, what their passion is, and have them work with that. And so our club runs a little bit different than some of the other clubs, just that we have certain people that really have a passion for one thing, and so they kind of run it. And other clubs have committees and things like that. And other clubs are very active. There's one in Woodhaven that's very active, one in Flat Rock is very active.
Yeah, Woodhaven has a huge group. Like I have a real passion for reading, especially for children. And so I really want to do a lot of things with books. And one of the speakers we have coming up in 2 weeks, about a week and a half, is from Seedlings Braille Group. And they publish and create Braille books for blind children. That just speaks to my heart so much because it gets a book into the hands that maybe a kid might not see a book, or feel a book. And but we're trying to have a story walk. They have where they take a children's book and blow the pages up really big, and then they put them around the city, and you have to go around the city to read the whole story.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
And they can do it in Braille. So Livonia has a Braille story walk. So I have on May 17th, Seedlings is going to speak, and Jennifer Kibbe from the DDA and Brandy Swinehart, who's the head of the children's library at Allen Park Public. They'll be coming to hear him speak, and maybe we can get something going on that.
May 17th, and where? At the library?
So we meet, it's kind of up in the air, but we meet weekly at in the media center at the high school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. The problem is right now we're having a problem with, they gave us their password, but we can't connect on Zoom in their room for some reason. And so we may have to move because the guy from Seedlings wants to Zoom in. And so we may have to move on Tuesday. So Fran and I are trying to get the Zoom to work, and we're trying to meet with someone at the school to get, why can't our Zoom work there? We don't know.
Media center. Wow. You think it would work?
I know. What's even funnier is I was the media specialist in Allen Park Schools.
Oh.
And so I called the girl that is the one there now, and she hasn't been in the last couple of weeks. So finally I just called the coordinator, technology coordinator. So hopefully we'll get an answer today. But it is funny that I can't get on because my last years I was part of the media group. But they redid the school since I've been, and got the lab, and they gave us the password, and they gave us, as guests and all that, and we can't get up on it, so we don't know what we're doing wrong.
Fran is a retired teacher.
Yeah.
And so is her husband too. So is her husband.
I taught 37 years in Allen Park.
Oh. So
Wow, that's wonderful.
Some of our other projects, just past projects, just recently we did the honors banquet for all the honor students at Allen Park High and for Cabrini honor students. And we recognized, we had a dinner for them, and we recognized with them all their accolades. We've worked with you guys on the Halloween thing.
That was fun.
Hand out with the candy. We do the Christmas parade. We've done, we work with Penricton. It's a center for the blind children. We do their Christmas party and we get all the kids their Christmas presents. That's a really interesting place, the Penricton Center for Kids. We pass out dictionaries to all the third graders. And we, Kiwanis is pretty well known for the Duda Tot Lot, which is the lovingly known as the Barney Park. They've put in all the handicapped rides there for the kids. And that's been a huge, huge thing that Kiwanis has sponsored.
That's my key project, because I laughed because the workers, I was part of it when they were making it. I'd go every day and take pictures of what they were doing and the progress. And then I made a slideshow or a PowerPoint on the whole project. And we also put the fencing in around there. We also had the other park, the other play structure that's there. We had it sandblasted, and we had a community painting day where we all painted the parts of I remember I got to paint benches. So it's really a project. Right now, it's got holes in the rubber flooring. So the guys are planning to fix it themselves. So they're making a work day that they're going to go out there and get that fixed.
I just saw on the Allen Parker, I think you shared this, didn't you?
Yeah.
That some kids were there vandalizing that rubber flooring that's there. And that flooring is like $50,000 or something like it's a huge amount of money. And they were tearing it up. And so we have to get up there and patch the holes, and hopefully they don't do that again. The flooring is several layers of rubber, so that if a child falls, because we put it for the cognitively impaired children. So if they fall and hit their head, it's got the cushioning for them, but it's been a problem keeping it up. It's definitely been a problem keeping that. And in fact, that flooring cost us more than the equipment, because that's how much it So
involved.
expensive, yeah. So it might be more than 50. I know it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah.
We have a couple questions for Fran from Margot Davis. Does Fran remember Fern Brandt? I think they worked together. Fern is her mother.
Oh, well, welcome. Yes, I worked with Fern.
Wonderful woman. And then also from Andrea Shamley Seabloom, you were her home economics teacher.
She's also in the American Legion Auxiliary with me.
Yes, and she made a comment about that, saying that the American Legion Auxiliary sponsored seedlings years ago.
Oh, they did. Wow.
Right. So in case you want to know how that went, you can talk to Andrea Seabloom.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to make light of the situation at the Barney Park. That is obviously a community problem that people need to work together to try
And
to
most
keep
people
an eye.
do. People will, go and say, say something, because it's supposed to be for tots. It's not supposed to be for teenagers to vandalize. And
Yeah.
so,
Right.
I know I took the kids on one time.
One
They
of the
went
other
on top of
projects.
Barney.
Sorry. Sorry. So one of the last projects that we have going June 4th, we're going to have Kids Day in the Barney Park. And so it's for any kids in the Allen Park area. What's the age group on that, Fran?
We try to go with just elementary students.
Elementary. And so we're going to have about 10 crafts the kids can do. And we're working on hot dogs. We're going to have some food, drinks, a face painter and a balloon twister. And so we have a call into the National Honor Society at the high school that we need volunteers like we use for the Halloween thing to help with the crafts and stuff. We don't have enough people in our group to handle all those crafts. We're gonna have all the crafts set up and ready. All they have to do is be there that morning and help us. But if anyone else would like to volunteer, we'd love to have you come down that day.
Middle schoolers too?
Well, to help, yes, probably. The middle schoolers probably wouldn't enjoy the crafts because they're more children's, younger children. But they could help us with the children and do that. I laughed because we set that date, and I'm going to be, as past governor of Kiwanis, they have like 22 divisions of groups. we're giving out their awards from last year. So I have to be, I think that day I'm going to be in Shelby Township. So I have to be there at 8:30 in the morning to run it. And we couldn't figure a day where I could be there because the next weekend I'm going to be at the International Convention. So finally they said, Fran, we're just doing it without you. I've got projects. I got to teach the guys how to do the projects.
That'll be fun.
You know,
we have a question that's funny, because I don't live in Allen Park either. Where's the Barney Park? It's on Park Avenue and Angelique, is that what it is? Angelique and
It's
near
about,
Thomas and whatever.
Yeah,
the next two is.
yeah.
Regina or Angelique.
A few blocks south of the church. That's
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you just take Park Avenue down, it's before you get to the little stores, you know, like where Anthony's Hair. It's like a block closer to your church from Anthony's Hair Salon.
Right. And it's not called the Barney Park, and that's
Oh,
what makes
Harold
it funny.
Duda. If you
Yeah,
read the sign is cute. It says the Harold Duda Top Lot. First of all, that's was name. Harold was our member of ours when it passed away.
And a member of our church as well, I believe.
But then it's
Saul's
also
father, wasn't
Mike
it?
Hallis.
Yeah.
Mike Hallis, when he passed away, he gave us funds to help with the cognitively impaired children. So we use those funds for the park. But Mike wanted it to be called after his nephew, Frankie Toth. So if you read our sign, it's something like the Harold Doodle Tot Lot, the by Frankie Toth community centers, community thing, and then by Mike Hallis.
Yeah.
Our sign, we laughed when we made it. We said, I wonder if anybody ever sits and reads that whole sign. And that's cute. When we were redoing it, some of the guys wanted to take the slide down. And we said, we can't take Barney down. Barney's got to stay there. I mean, most of the kids know it as Barney's Park because the slide has a Barney, the dinosaur thing.
Barney was my daughter's favorite thing when she was a kid.
Oh, yeah. See, and that's probably when they put it up back then. Yeah.
Yeah, how wonderful. So what I'm hearing is a wonderful organization that needs help, need people. People probably don't think about joining clubs. Everyone feels like, you know, there's so much going on in life, but joining a club is a great way to enjoy fellowship and giving back. I mean, I do a lot. I know Suzan does a lot. I mean, you can't really stress what a wonderful feeling it is to get involved with something that your heart is involved with. So
when they open the park, when you're saying that, they always ask us what our Kiwanis moment is. And when they opened the park, one of the little boys came in a wheelchair and they put him in one of the swings that have the safety, and I cried because it was so sweet to see him.
yes.
Kerri, that was really a good way to put it. It does do something for your soul to do something for somebody else and not for yourself. And just the camaraderie of the group and everything. It's really nice. So.
And I've always been aware of Kiwanis, obviously, because I've worked at the church for a long time and we've done things together, but I never really asked like what opportunities there are for people to volunteer. And it sounds like it's wide open, many opportunities to serve. And it's all about serving children. And
we don't have to be, you don't have to be a Kiwanis member to come help us. I mean, when we did the park and painted, we had a lot of people from Allen Park came out and just.
All right, so all of you afraid of commitment, you can still help. You can still help without making a commitment.
Yeah. You know, one of the other things they recently did, we had the leader of the, or one of the teachers from the ASD at Allen Park. So she's the special ed teacher. She came and spoke for Kiwanis, and we asked her what were her needs, and she went back to all the ASD teachers and asked them what were their needs. They came back with about $8,000 worth of things they needed, and Kiwanis paid every one of them.
Wow.
Every single
we helped the special ed department out a lot in Allen Park. We've bought furniture for them, books for them. We bought Chromebooks for them. One time, one of the older teachers, or the older students teacher, wanted big fat wheels. And we said, what the heck are fat wheels? What they are is you get a bicycle and then you put these big wheels on each side of the bike so that the children that have balance problem can ride a two-wheeler and get it, but they have the extra big bike wheels. So then they sent us a video showing all the kids riding the bikes and how excited they were to do that. It makes us, you
Wow,
know,
that's wonderful. So I'm sure donations are always welcome. Do you have fundraisers that you host every year to earn the funds to?
it used to be our peanut drive, but
Mhm.
we've had some problems on the street, you know, selling peanuts. And then we had a vendor that, it's been a little controversy that the peanuts got so expensive. So we're debating, plus we can't get the guys out on the street anymore. So that one, we're also doing a fundraiser for the Kids Day. I don't know how we're going to get it done in time. But they go around to the businesses and ask for donations to like a
Sponsor.
$100 donation for Kids Day. And last time we had Kids Day, we had like 10 or 15 people or place, and we made a big banner. When we do Kids Day, we have a big banner that gives the names of all the people that donated for that. And one time we did a no bake sale, and we did, and that one came out cute. You know, sent letters and people gave us donations. But we're really right now we're working on trying to start doing fundraisers again. With COVID, everything's shut down, and so we've got to get working on that.
Have to
Yes.
figure out different ways to do things.
Yeah, right.
A nice comment from Robin Allen said, Mrs. Babbage looks wonderful and has always done a lot for Allen Park and as her husband. Thank you.
No, you know, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm in too many park organizations.
It's after 9:30, ladies, so we could talk all day. I know. So-
You know,
Yes, we can. I just wanted to say one other thing, and before we start wrapping it up, when you were the governor of Kiwanis, what did that entail? Overseeing all of the Kiwanises in Michigan, or?
Yes, there were like 180 clubs in Michigan. And so I coordinated all. In fact, I just got one for, they're in divisions. In Division 1, I made a project that was supposed to, every club was supposed to make a new project, service project for children from 0 to 5. Because as you notice, we don't really talk about the infants. So they worked on projects, and I had like 80 clubs did projects. And so we had, in fact, ours was, we did the stickers for the back of car seats, the information on that. And I just got a note from one of the other divisions that they're having on May 22nd. They're inviting me for a it was called Children Are Our Future. They're doing a carnival games and having the kids learn how to, a wellness and day of fun and fitness. And it's the whole group. So that is like 8 or 9 clubs together. Each division's like 8 or 9 clubs. So I had a lot of going around seeing people. I got really good at Zoom. I never even knew what Zoom was before this. I ran about 90 meetings on Zoom. And in a way, I laughed. I teased the people. That's why I have this nice background. I teased the members. I said, all I have to do now is get out of bed for your 7:30 in the morning meetings that are 3 hours away from me. I said, I just have to get online and put something decent on and talk with you, and I don't have to drive.
Zoom in.
I love it. Love Zoom.
But
Love it.
I was meeting up a lot of people, and then we have conventions and we had projects that we worked on as a whole.
But Fran, you also physically went to quite a few of them.
When it's finally started to get cleared up, yeah, I'm still going physically, because as like I said, as governor, intermediate past governor, we have all these conferences. I mean, I was in Gaylord last week, so I went to a lot of them, and I went when they had projects. I'd go, like this kids project, May 22nd. I'll be going out to it's in Shorewood, St. Clair Shores. I'll go out and see that. So I went to a lot of places and went to meetings and so forth. So it was a
You
busy.
went to all in the UP. She did a whole bunch of them all in the UP.
It gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
So
All
it
right,
was-
so
it was-
let me
Go ahead.
let me ask an important question. If we have so moved any of our viewers or any of our viewers who will watch later on YouTube or rewatch this broadcast, what's the best way to get a hold of Allen Park Kiwanis?
Well, anytime you can come to the Tuesday, 6 o'clock in the media center at the high school. But Fran, do you want to have them contact?
You can contact me. My phone number is 313-386-3909. Again, 313-386-3909. I can get you the information and talk with you. We do have a Facebook page. I have what's Kiwanis. It's either you got to watch, because if you knew Walt Myers, he had a Facebook page and he's passed away now. and that page comes up. So you have to look one that comes up with the picture of the park. That's the Facebook page.
Barney Park?
Yeah.
It's
All right,
Allen-
all right, let's check this out because I've already shared one and I gotta make sure I shared the right one.
Oh, our emblem. Yeah,
All
we
right.
rechanged our emblem a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's Allen Park Kiwanis Club is the way it's written
what it looks
on
That's the
Facebook.
Facebook one.
Yeah.
And the new symbol is a K, it's blue, it's got white, it's in a circle, and there's like,
Yep,
all
that's
right,
it.
good. All right, we shared the correct one. I'm sure you can
All right.
message, but we did share Fran's phone number and the time of the meeting. People can just show up if there's no commitment, remember? You
Yep.
can just go and see what it's all about. Sounds like they really need help, and it sounds like a great
Opportunity.
great thing to get
And we
behind.
need help for people give us ideas of what they think we need to do, anything for children.
Where are we needed? Thank you
All
guys
right.
for having us on. We really appreciate you letting us come and talk with you guys. So thank you very much.
It's been wonderful.
Coming.
Thank you. Thank you so, so much. Have a great day, ladies. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys
Bye.
soon.
Thank you.
Well, and now we have
Get myself off on this.
one of the memories from people that have sent stuff in for our 90th anniversary. This one is from Doug Pretty. We just talked about, he was involved with the Kiwanis. And it says, Allen Park Presbyterian Church will always hold a special place in my heart. My grandparents, Charles and Viola Pretty, joined with other families to start the church in 1932. R. Don and Seal Pretty, my parents, were active church members throughout their lives. My brothers Keith and Will and my sister Barbara grew up in the church and also belonged to the Scouts, the choirs, and the fellowship groups. Thank you for the wonderful memories, APPC, and congratulations on 90 years of service to the community of Allen Park and the Presbyterian of Detroit. That's from R. Douglas Pretty.
Wow, that was perfect timing on Mary Lou's part to share that one with us today.
Yes.
So thank you for hanging with us. We know we've gone a little over. We appreciate all the hearts that are flying up in the chat. We love you guys. God loves you, and so do we. And Sue, do you have any advice for the day?
I do, for taking one day at a time, and it's from Matthew. And he says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And that can be found in Matthew chapter 6, verse 34.
All right, my friend, thank you for being with me on Friday morning. I look forward to this all week long. Thank you to everyone who watched, and thank you for all the comments and questions. We wish you the best day and the best day ever in the Lord. We love you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.